Hey everybody. So wanted to touch on and I plan on doing different videos because there are a lot of comments here which are very interesting to say the very least. So when I did the video about listening to what an older white man said to us, shaking my head, how he basically just downsized his life, and obviously planned. So this here I found very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to skip up and then come back down to Truth for Sarah because this is like, yep, that's about it. So, this first comment, TB-US 70L says, this white man not only showing love, but showing his intellect too. And I said, why is this man doing this? Again, wife passed away, sold a house. He downgrades into a trailer home, $7,000 a month for his pension. And he's like, hey, I'm just letting that just collect up in an account for my son. Speaks volumes. And I said, that's what love looks like. And I know that's sometimes hard to hear because some people, you think you know love, but sometimes people are kind of damaged and self hating that you really don't know love. As I've said before, for the women, what are we teaching our daughters? If we have had children, be it married or single, by low performers, and you see what the struggle is, what are you not telling your daughters? If you have the approach, well, they can learn this like I did, then guess what? That right there, that speaks volumes to you as a mother. You don't really love your daughters. And there's jealousy. There's jealousy sometimes among mothers and their daughters. They can learn the way I did. Wow. Speaks volumes. So, yes, this is what love looks like. It's also what planning looks like. The comment continues, says, by downsizing his house, he is trying to avoid, yes, hefty inheritance tax for his son. Not many people can let go of their pride to do something like this. Downsize to benefit your children. Exactly. I've heard of black people. It blew my mind. 3 years later, making payments, almost done with the payment plan for a funeral. Oh, it was Big Mama. She had to go out big. Okay. And then it occurred to me, that's why in the hood you hear about the funeral homes. Because I'm like, who would break into a funeral home? Makes sense. Cash. They're not there to more than likely steal the life insurance checks and wash them. That could be a possibility, but I thought about it. Cash. Now it makes sense why they would, quote, break into a funeral home. So Tommy Cass Loves Me says, white men believe in generational wealth. Claudette Doyle says, yep, sadly, majority of them keep the money going on for generations. Yes, that's what love looks like. So, yes. So Forever Lux Design says, that's exactly what it is. The nobody did it for me mentality. And I mentioned in the video, we don't do that because we're more stuck on, ain't nobody did it for me. Selfish. No planning, just planning to fail. There's an old saying, he or she who fails to plan, you pretty much plan to fail. So that's it. Yeah, nobody did it for me mentality. She further says, I've heard this at home and while working with black folks, and it's toxic. Oh, it is. It's exasperating. It is toxic. It is. Debbie Downer. So yeah. So here's what I want to get to. Truth for Serum Life says, Dr. Dre's behavior, and I mentioned him giving what 70 million, donating that to USC out of all the HBCUs. These men are true. And then that with his daughter when she needed money, allows you $100,000, like you really doing something. So Truth for Serum Life commented on that, says Dr. Dre's behavior of giving away wealth to the dominant class is typical, wow, of black males historically, anciently. It's in their DNA. Someone did a post. It was like a long line of men. Wow, that's what they're, and it's like each one, that's what they did. They became wealthy. That's what they do. If let me continue. She says, if you study history, you find a common practice of the kings giving away land, gold, and other resources, as well as changing their names and culture too. See Alfonso I, or maybe Alfonso first, as a reference. His original name was Vimba Azinga. He and his father gave the Congo away, 70 million small in comparison. Were conquered forever. You better say it. Were conquered. And you think about it, the Brookings Institute, they said black women have a good chance of getting themselves out of poverty until they do what? They marry someone. Well, why can't they marry the one that has resources? Because when they have resources, a lot of them try to date, they marry outside the race. Why? It is true, I agree. The behavior, Dr. Dre's behavior of giving away wealth to the dominant class is typical of black males historically. So what's left for the black woman? The one that need help. What did that man Tony Gaston say? They need to get married. Gee, I wonder why. They're becoming clowns. No, sir, they are clowns. Ain't no becoming. They already arrived. Clown suit and all. TBUS 70L then says, Dre to Southern California University, which is a predominantly Caucasian university. Hey, here is 70 million. Daughter to Dre, can I get a bit of help, Daddy? Sure, baby. Here is 100K. That's why they would never do this. That's why. The love is not there. That kind of love primarily does not exist in this group. The love is, they would never do that. I got the flash. Look at me. I ain't doing all of that. You could tell some of these men, okay, listen, we're going to give you, you have two choices. We're going to give you $50,000 today to do as you will, or we're going to give you $125,000. Now, out of the $125,000, you can only spend $25,000 yourself, and the $100,000 will go to the children. What do you think they're going to choose? I'm taking my 50 now, man. Child support will not be caught up. So at some point, for those who continue to carry the seed of poverty D, that's why a lot of these women are facing evictions. It's really sad. People are tired. The handwriting is on the wall. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. This is what they do. Look at Usher. He just got married. Who? 40-year-old Becky Boo. Now, if that was a black woman, which we know it's not, it looks like Italian perhaps. If that was a black woman, oh, she done hit the wall. Aren't there two kids involved? He got married recently. Yes, he did. They announced it. I saw it on yesterday. Now she is a music executive, and I googled her wealth. She was worth, it says, $1.5 million. A music executive, $1.5 million. Usher, he's worth 40 million. She's worth 1.5. Usher is worth, I just Googled it. It says $40 million. Jackpot. So who do you think is going to get the bulk of his wealth? Don't act brand new. This is what they do. It's in their DNA. That's why they don't operate. The love that man showed, like I said, this is what love looks like. I feel sorry for these baby mamas talking about, oh, he loved me. You were just, I'm sorry. These men, you can be married to one too, just something to do. When things hit the fan, where is this man? As they say, where him at? Where is he? When things hit the fan, where's the man? Children raised in poverty. Again, what that man did, that's what love looks like. And I thought about it. I said, look at this right here. And let's just be real. So an older white man who was residing in the trailer in that manufactured home, he has more intelligence by planning for his children than Dr. Dre, the multi-millionaire. Yeah. So stop and think. I keep telling you, people doing what they want to do. Or let's say, what if it's not that? Okay? What if it's not that? Then you have to accept what it is. People doing what they want to do, They just don't care, for there's no love for their children like that. Wow, it says Dr. Dre worth $500 million. We worth $500 million, and the daughter reportedly got 100,000. Ooh. Now he has children by his Caucasian ex-wife. I'm not sure if the divorce is finalized. We're not concerned. But stop and think: who do you think is going to get the bulk of the estate? Don't act brand new. He's worth $500 million. As I said before in this channel, when a man cares, he's there. Yeah, when he cares, he's there. When he's not, he don't care. You can kick rocks. So yeah, Dr. Dre to Southern Cal, $70 million. And see, the daughter that needed help, that was an all-black daughter. The daughter that needed help is the all-black daughter. And you had a bunch of folks in the black community so used to poverty. Oh, so used to poverty. They were like, well, he done gave 100. 100. What the hell is that? Sure, it's some money, of course. It'll go fast. Most don't have that, I understand. Man worth $500 million. His grandkids should be in the best of schools. His daughter's not too late. Why you can't buy her a house? Set up a foundation. Let her work to get somebody to help her. Just like the video I did with Richard Gere in the movie Arbitrage, when he sold that company, what did he also do? Again, that's what love looks like when you care about your legacy. What did he do in that movie, Richard Gere, in that movie Arbitrage? What did he do? Once the company was sold, he made a deal to give both of his kids a board seat for what? I think it was 5 years. A board seat. Not just, I'm going to get my money and go home. There's a difference. And see, a lot of people in the BC, they'll get mad about that because guess what? We don't like learning. You can learn a whole lot from other people. We don't like that. He made sure to secure for his children a board seat, I believe, for like 5 years. You know, on a board seat, of course, you're going to get paid and you don't show up at work every day. No, you come when a meeting is called. On the board seat, you get shares of stock, a quick ticket to get rich on the board seat. Nobody working a 9 to 5 is going to be on that board seat, sorry to tell you. In the movie Arbitrage, he closed the deal and got both his kids a board seat for a couple of years. And you wonder why. You wonder why. So this here, yeah. Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre's behavior of giving away wealth to the dominant class is typical of black males historically. Michael Jordan, say you don't like Michael Jordan. I'm not a sports fan. I know the man don't really care. That first book that you have crazy, so stupid, so caught up on celebrity. Well, as you said, just, oh my God. Very typical. That's what love looks like. We don't have that kind of love for each other. Again, I know people that even have, it's like, wow, you should be set. No, everybody got to start on their own. Me, 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 a whole bunch of talk. This man just didn't do the talk, he did the walk. That's what planning looks like. That's what love looks like. So Dr. Dre and that daughter from when he was younger, I'm assuming, the all-black daughter. I'm sorry, darling, he don't love you like that. But it's okay. That's pretty much, that's typical of this group. They're not there because they don't care. And we'll look down on this man and look, girl, bye, please. And we think because we sitting on some bricks. Excuse the expression, your mind ain't worth CHIT, ain't worth shit. But you think you know. That's what planning looks like. And we'll see who comes out ahead, the children. So everything Dr. Clyde Anderson said in those books, by the time it makes sense, a white child is born, they have everything they pretty much need. Everything they pretty much need. So yeah, we don't love like that. Sad but true. We're not going to do that. Again, that Dr. Dre, that's very typical. But what do you think? But what about those kids he had with his Caucasian wife? Oh, I'm sure they're going to the best of schools, you name it. That's what love looks like. That's what building looks like. The BC has a problem. It is what it is. A lot of self-hatred. We don't love each other like that. By the time they get some money, they want to roll up to front with somebody who's non-black. Self-hatred. Nobody did it for me. Someone has to start somewhere. So now you see why when people start to, I always say, to the BC, just kind of to venture out. And not so much as, let's say you can afford to move out, but mentally, the thinking patterns, that's the problem. That's the holdback. That's why women continue to carry the seed of poverty. That's the holdback. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.